Hi everyone. So I am not well right now. I'm having like the worst cluster migraine of my life. It's like the first cluster migraine. I've had like 6 visual auras in about 24 hours. And I'm just dying. I'm too hot. I'm not well. It's not great. Also, my mental health has been a little bit lately. I don't know if it's just because I don't know if it's the booktube games has taken all my energy and put it into reading and everything else is just like suffering, but I haven't been making videos and I am not pleased with that. I feel like all I've posted lately is vlogs and I want to change that. And only about 5 minutes ago when I was filming literally like a 20-minute vlog clip of me like talking about how crap I feel, I realised that for me to film a normal video, I don't have to set up my tripod and sit in my usual filming spot. I can sit in bed with the same pyjamas and hairdo that I've had for 2 days because this channel is known for its mess. So yeah, without any further like explanations, because who the fuck cares? Like, no one's here for the aesthetic. Well, maybe you are here for the aesthetic on this channel. I don't know what that is apart from absolute hot garbage. But today we're going to do the Nosy Librarian book tag. This is literally the most recent tag video I was tagged in, and I was tagged by Anthony Andrews. I'm really sorry that this angle gives you a massive glare in my glasses, but like I don't care today. So there are 10 questions on this tag and I am just gonna get through them as best as I can. I'm realising now how much I'm struggling to read, so this will be fun. Question 1 is, what has been the most influential library in your life? And my answer is the same as Anthony's. It has to be my local library. I pretty much read only from the library as a kid. I have distinct memories. You could only take out 8 books for 3 weeks. And I would go to the library, I would take out 8 books, and like within a week I would bring them back and get another 8 books and stuff. And they had, and they still have to this day, I'll need to go to the library soon and take a clip for you guys to see on like a vlog or something. But they have a bookshelf that's like, see if this is average Joe reads. It's not. They've got like in the kids section, there's like a bookshelf that's also got like a bench that's shaped like a boat, and it's amazing. I love it. I don't know if it was custom built or what, but it just reminds me of my childhood. Like every time I see it I go back to being like 5 years old, and I just love it. They're not even, I don't want to be like mean, but they're not even that good of a library. Like the teen books, there's like 3 shelves. The books are meh. They have like City of Heavenly Fire by Cassandra Clare, and that's like the only City of Bones book, Shadowhunters book, which I know I've just talked about how much I like don't want the Shadowhunters in my life, but come on, why would you have like the 5th book in a series? They're not the best library, and I don't understand our library system. Like, you can't really order books in. You can do like interlibrary loans, but like they still don't have that many options. And yeah, I still like to go every now and then and like take some books out, even if I don't read them. But just the fact that you're taking the book out, it's like encouraging the council to keep the library open. And they always have books for sale. So they also have a really good like local selection, so that they have like just like stuff on the village and like the schools and things. Question 2 is honest assessment. What will they title your biography? Well read, half dead, legit me. I don't know if that's overdone, I just feel like I see it everywhere. That is legit me. I'm not even well read, I'm just half dead. She's probably sleeping. Maybe like, no, I haven't read that yet. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm gonna go with something. Honestly, I don't know. That's probably it. Or it's probably just gonna be like, well, fuck. I don't know. Like, this is why I'm never writing an autobiography. I would just call it like Emmanovella. Emma Ferrier. I don't know. Question 3, the story from your life that you most hope your librarian never finds out. I mean, I don't have like an affinity with my librarian, like they kind of cycle and change. Like the librarian's just kind of the person that's there that checks the book out for, I don't know, like it's not even like, I don't even think I've ever stolen a book from the library that I could be like, oh, I have this book, and like I have no idea. There's not even any stories that I'm like, I hope nobody finds this out, because I am such an open book, pun intended. Literally, like I've said this before, just you can message me and ask me anything and I will talk to you about anything. I don't have a filter. Like, even if I know something's probably like a little bit too much info or just oversharing, I'm just like, here, like literally, I will treat anyone like a therapist. Ironically, I have no interest in going to therapists because I don't think talking to people like that would help me. Question 4 is, what is your favourite word? And it used to be people. I just used to like the word people and peoples, and for a while it was cinnamon because I couldn't say it. I used to just love being like synonym, like I couldn't say it, and sometimes I do get caught and I'm like synonym, and people think I'm trying to say synonym, but I'm like, no, I'm trying to say the food. But I think lately I have 2 favourite words, and that is pedantic and semantics. I don't know, I think I just feel so clever when I'm like having an argument with someone about something and I'm like, stop being so pedantic, or stop arguing semantics. I just love those 2 words. They just feel really good to say. They just make me feel like, I was gonna say empowered. I don't know why they empower me, but I just feel that way with those words. So pedantic and semantics, you will find me saying those probably in the same sentence or like the same tweet. If we're arguing over something on Twitter, those words are gonna come up at some point. I can almost guarantee it. Question 5 is 3 weird things of which you are afraid and 1 way which you would prefer not to die. So weird things I am afraid of. The ocean, which is like, I love water, okay, and I live beside the sea, but it's not so much the ocean that scares me, it's all the creepy shit inside of it. Clowns, these aren't really weird, but like fucking clowns need to go and die. I don't know, like I don't have like massive fear. I feel like I'm completely missing something. As for a way that I would prefer not to die, oh, you would think I would say killer clown or like drowning, but honestly I'd rather drown than die in a fire. Oh, there's one of the things I'm afraid of. This is literally my biggest fear, is like burning, like my house going on fire. Because the thing is, right, like obviously the #1 thing that I would save if my house went on fire is Theodore. The problem is if he gets scared, which he gets scared quite a lot, the cat will hide under my bed, which is a mess and I would not be able to reach him. Or even worse, he'd go under a kitchen cabinet, and he'd go under the kitchen cabinet right next to the oven. And it just, the fact that I know I probably, unless he was right next to me and the house went on fire and I grabbed him, I probably would lose the cat. And that leads to the fact that I don't want to die in a house fire because I hate being hot. That, like, I don't even want to die in any fire. Like, I hate being too hot. Honestly, no, I can't deal with it. I can't, like, I'm too hot just now and it's making me annoyed. But I would be the worst. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, if I was in a fire of any sort and the firemen are coming to find me, I would be so rude to them. I would be that grumpy that I'm that hot that I probably like, can you just fuck off? Just let me die, because like I'm fucking done. But yeah, no. House fires, like, touch wood, literally have no other wood in the house. They don't really happen in the UK unless it's like deliberate or, you know, like electrical kind of faults, which usually happen in sort of older houses and stuff like that. So like, or more like gas, and we have a gas fire. Anyway, it's not very likely. And now I'm really paranoid, so I'm gonna move on. Question 6 is your favourite book as a grade schooler. So when I was in primary school, I think it was primary 5 or 6, my teacher, it was primary 6 or 7, no, it must be primary 6. One of my, pretty much my favourite primary school teacher ever, Miss Drummond, read the class Tales of a Fourth Grade Nothing by Judy Blume, and I was obsessed. I went out and bought the rest of the books. I devoured them. I just loved the Fudge books. It sparked my love for Judy Blume. Like, even to this day, like, I pick up Judy Blume's teen stuff that I'm slightly too old for, and I'm like, this is cheesy, this isn't like my thing, but I still love it because it's Judy Blume. I just adore her. Oh, my fucking battery's dying. Question 7 is, what have your interactions with the police been like? Not good. Not that I've ever done anything bad, but when I was probably about 6 or 7, I was at a shopping centre with my mum and my gran and my granddad, and they had like a drugs display going on, the police did, and I just remember seeing this like packet. It was like this, but like really small, filled with this like pink and like white creamy liquid. I don't know what kind of drug it was, but I remember seeing it and the world spinning, and I just turned around and spewed. First time I remember ever being sick, couldn't talk afterwards, freaked the fuck out, and the police people were just like, this child, go to your grandparents, bye. Like, that's all they did with me that I remember. Question 8, all-time favourite book cover, Fox and the Star. That's just off the top of my head because the battery's dying and I'm not thinking about it any longer. I mean, I have the fucking fox tattooed on me. Question 9, how many places have you lived? 1, well, technically 2. This village that I live in, the place I live is called something and something, right? So it's like a small village and another village, but they kind of mix them together. So I moved from the small bit to the bigger bit, but the same place really. And question 10 is, tag 11 booktubers that you like or admire, and why do you like or admire them? And my camera is gonna die before I tag them. I'm gonna just mention one, and that is Zach. I fucking love Zach. He's just hit 250 subs. He is an angel. We literally DM all the time talking about everything from phones to the booktubers we find hot, and yeah, I just love him. He makes my day. Like, I literally love it when I wake up and he's messaged me at like 2 AM, just random shite. I'm just like, bring it, give me the tea, what is going on? So yeah, Zach, this was more not to tag you, just more of a shout out, but yeah, I will list the other like 10 people below, and just know that I love all of those people, so check them out. And thanks for watching. I will hopefully not be forever between videos. I'm really worried that's just gonna die. Bye. Oh wow, I'm going back to bed now. Can I get a thumbnail before it dies?